Hi there, welcome back to the channel. Tonight it is a Saturday, we are looking at Hcmc. Of course, on Saturdays we generally speaking do a bit more of a fundamental look at the company and obviously also reflect on what has gone on. On top of that, on Sunday's episode we are doing a bit more of a forecast into next week, so if you do want to hear my personal opinions looking at this stock for the week ahead, do make sure to subscribe to the channel, as of course that is coming out tomorrow evening. But like I said, yeah, if you do enjoy this channel, please do make sure to press that little red subscribe button, and like I said, by no means am I a financial advisor, so do remember that. But in this one, I'm going to be updating you, giving you some news on this stock and this company which you may want to know. So let's jump into this video, looking at what we now know about Hcmc over the past week or so. Right, so this week in share price has brought a drop. The past 5 days is bringing us down by quite a decent amount actually, about 5%. It's nowhere near as steep as a sell-off that we have seen previously, but the stock price is slowly and surely falling. Now on Friday we saw a bit of stability, the stock price looked kind of stable towards the end of session, pulled itself up a little bit and left us quite neutral for the day, so that is good. Obviously though, a lot of volatility throughout that session, but you know what, the fact we ended up pretty neutral is fantastic. So potentially a bit of a pullback coming on Monday. I wouldn't be surprised if that was to happen, so that could be some good news, and again I'm going to be talking about this in tomorrow's episode. But a few things have happened in the past 5 days. Initially we did have this article from Yahoo Finance, and it talks about how Hcmc has now launched their official Twitter page at Hcmc. And this is true. We can have a look over here at what they are offering on this page. Obviously we have the first tweet from the CEO, Jeff Holman, saying hi and welcome to this real Twitter page. It talks about what their whole company's Twitter page is for, and I think it is quite cool as well. So again, we did actually have that fake Twitter page initially, so that is why they're talking about this one being the real one. And you know what guys, I think this is good. Overall, the main intentions for this page is to give people an exclusive look at what the company is doing. Of course, you can see links to press releases, SEC filings, and even exclusive discounts on products for investors and followers of the page. So again, quite cool to see that. Good things coming for this company, hopefully, with this Twitter page. So in my eyes, I think the main purpose of this Twitter page is to address a whole different type of people. Of course, putting themselves on Twitter, in my eyes, is a good move. They can now address potentially a younger audience, and a lot of people on the r/Hcmc Reddit subforum have been talking about the advertising style. Now we can see here the advert that they have posted up. This is for a discount for their Q Cup unit that we can see here. So of course some people have been saying that the graphics are a bit off and it's not really the most compelling advert. In my eyes, it is not the worst advert, but of course it would be better if we were to see this one a bit modernised and perhaps simplified a bit in my eyes. Even if this may not be the most compelling advert to make you want to buy the products, it still does do a lot for the company, and I think it is a step in the right direction. Now, an interesting thing which I found out about this Twitter page just a few days ago is the fact that the main things around this page and around Hcmc on Twitter in general are talking about the share rather than the company's products. Now, I think this is important for the moment because it just shows what people are focusing on. Now, yes, Hcmc is a decent company and there is obviously a lot of momentum around the stock price right now, a lot of people very hyped, but the fact that we are seeing the stock being talked about more than the company's products, it definitely does need some more improvement. But again, so far we are looking at about 20,000 Twitter followers, so that's fantastic. This is in over a week, I just believe, so that is not too bad in over a week. Again, if we can slowly but surely improve the growth of the Twitter, that would be a fantastic advertising move and a step in the right direction. Now, if you don't already know what the company does, I'm sure by this point you do. We are just going to talk to you about it again. Obviously, this company works on healthier choices for life. I know it is in the name, and it is quite self-explanatory. They have 3 main areas for the company, as you can see on screen. So initially, we have the vape stores. Apparently, there are 8 of those across the southeastern United States, and that is interesting as well. Obviously, we have that lawsuit around their vape patent going on right now. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. But yeah, vaping and the vape stores course is a very profitable industry potentially going forwards into the future. On top of that, we have the local, organic and fresh supermarkets. So that is cool as well. It looks like they have about 3 of these right now, so this is good as well. I think this is another area where people are looking for this type of thing in the real world. Obviously, healthier choices to eating, also vaping options as well is good. So these two are a move in the right direction once more. The company does have potential just from a fundamental standpoint in my eyes. Now on top of that, we actually do have the intellectual property holdings. This is all about patents and things like that, and this could be potentially dealing with lawsuits going forwards in the future. So as of right now, we obviously do have the Philip Morris lawsuit, but this one could also be talking more about future lawsuits which could be going on. We just don't know yet. And if you did miss last night's episode, we gave you another update on the lawsuit so far with Philip Morris. This is coming from Pacer Monitor. We can see that basically the order was granted for an extension of time for the motion to dismiss. So basically, this could imply that they might be working on something out of court. Again, this is not guaranteed, so please do remember that. But it does show a step in the right direction, potentially, if they manage to sort something out outside of court, because then it would be best for everybody. But again, that is not guaranteed, and that is something that people do need to be aware of. So fundamentally, I think Hcmc is a company that does have potential. If they win the lawsuit, things could be moving in a very fantastic way. I think that would be the catalyst that we would need to pick the share price up dramatically. And of course, even if they don't win the lawsuit, we could still see the share price double, triple, and maybe even more in the next 12 months. So if you don't already know, I do own shares of Hcmc, around 800,000, and I know that that is a lot. I will agree that is a large amount of money, but of course, I am willing to lose that money if the worst comes to the worst. And again, that is something that people do need to remember with Hcmc. The company is decent. I think there is a lot of potential for it. And one thing that we should note as well is that this year, or at least 2020 rather, revenue was down for the company. I'm not sure if you have heard of this one, but that was the case. So revenue wasn't too good for this company in the fourth quarter and for the majority of 2020. Now, the main reasons for this was because of the pandemic, of course, people perhaps not shopping out as much and all that kind of stuff. So it makes perfect sense. But now with the pandemic hopefully coming to an end, with vaccines coming out and all that kind of good stuff, we could be looking at some positive earnings for quarter 1 of 2021 and perhaps going forwards and giving us a green year into 2021. So positive earnings this year would be fantastic. We'll hope to see that. And of course, again, if they can win this lawsuit, we are in a fantastic position. If they were to use that money to improve the company and turn it around, put it in the right direction, even better. And I have spoken about this before. I know a lot of people speak about it in the comment section, talking about if they were to win the lawsuit, perhaps do a share buyback. Now, once more, we can't just guarantee that they are going to do a share buyback, but I think it would be in their best interest to attract attention and to attract investors if they were to do that. But the important thing to remember is that is just speculation right now. Of course, it's never guaranteed that they are going to win this lawsuit, and we just don't know how this one is going to be moving. But if you are looking at Hcmc, I would definitely keep your eyes out for the 16th of April, where we are going to be talking about a reply from Philip Morris and what is going on there. So hopefully we can get something sorted out around that date. It would be nice to see, and that could definitely make or break Hcmc for the next few weeks, months and years. So please tell me what you think to Hcmc in the comment section. I thought I would just remind you of a few important things that you might want to know about the company in a short episode. I'm sure a lot of you guys did know this information, but it is important to note that we do get a lot more people viewing Hcmc videos every single week, and it is important that these people are adequately informed and know what is going on, and that is the reason for making this video. So I know it was a quick one, but I just thought I would bring all of this to your attention. Thank you for joining me, and have a wonderful Saturday evening, Saturday morning, or perhaps even Sunday morning, depending on where and what time you are watching this video. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will be back tonight, or at least tomorrow, to talk about where this stock could be going into the next week. Thank you. I will see you then.